This is my presentation on stack and how it works. Right here is the assembly code for the stack and the values that will be in the stack. So let's go ahead and get started on the debugging. Alright, once the debugging starts, it will come to a breakpoint here in the INI, which will allow us to step through the code itself and enter data into these registers here. We'll be using the EAX, EBX, ECX, and DX registers. Not worry about the rest. So let's step into it. First, it starts in the dinnerplates.c main function and moves immediately to the dinnerplates ASM file. Once in here, the first function is to move to destination EAX the value of. Once EAX has received the value of 1, push the data into EAX, thus entering it into the stack. Next, it will pop the data from EBX, thus allowing us to enter data into it. Once EBX has been popped, it will allow us, or it will enter the previous input value from the stack. From here, we can add into EBX the value of EAX, incrementing this counter by 1. We'll then push that data into EBX, entering it into the stack, and the following functions to pop the data from ECX. So that an ECX has been popped, it will take on the data from the previous entered item in the stack, kind of like plates being stacked in. You have like 2 plates. Now you've popped the data out of ECX, thus allowing you to enter another. And we add to ECX value EAX, 3, push that data into ECX. Next, we will pop the data from EDX, thus having it take on the previous input data from ECX. Then add into EDX the value of EAX, incrementing it by 1, and push that data into EDX. To reverse this and have it go 4, 3, 2, 1, in this case 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll start by popping the data from EDX. Once the data in EDX has been popped, it can take on the other inputs that we would to. So let's go ahead and to EDX the value of EAX, thus making it 1, push that data into the register EDX. Next, it pops the data from ECX, having it take on the previous input 1, EDX. We will add to ECX the value of EDX, incrementing it, and then we push that data into ECX. Next, we will pop the data from EBX, and then add to EBX the value of to EBX the value of EDX, the register EDX. You'll notice that it did not turn red up. That's because the value in EBX is the same as the value in ECX, making it different, thus not having it change. It will then, after incrementing it by 1, adding EDX to it, push that data into EBX. Next, we will pop the data from EAX, having it then take on the previous input from BX, and we will add to EAX the value of DX. Once that has happened, we push the data into EAX, thus having the stack go from input 1, 2, 3, 4, then reversing that by having EDX take on the value of AX and incrementing it by 1 backwards, having it go 1, 2. That is my presentation on stack and how it works with assembly code in C. Thank you.